In this video, I'll be working on assignment 7B case project 1. For this project, Linda Clausen, a worker for PC Market Distribution, would like me to design an Excel workbook to enter purchase order information. Linda has already entered the product information on PC Market's line of modems and would like me to insert a lookup function to look up data from the product table. Lastly, since the company offers 3 shipping options, she would like the purchase order worksheet to be able to calculate the total cost of an order. I will start out by filling in the documentation worksheet with my name and date and switch over to purchase order worksheet. In cell B5, I will enter the product ID 1050. In cell C7, I will create a lookup function to display the product type. I will click on the cell C7, then click Formula Builder where I will look for the function VLOOKUP. In the lookup boxes, I will enter B5. In the table array box, I will click on Product List Worksheet and select range A8 through D119. In column index number box, I will enter 2 because the second column is where our type is located, and in the range lookup box, I will enter false. To create the lookup functions for cells C8 and C9, I will repeat the steps I just did and only change the column index number box to the proper columns, which will be 3 for cell C8 and 4 for cell C9. My next step is to modify the formula in these cells so that the product ID not found is displayed in the cell if the ID entered cannot be found. To do this, I will copy my formula from cell C7, then go to my formula builder and click on the if error function. I will paste my formula in the value box and in the value if error box enter product ID not found. I will repeat these steps for cells C7 and C8. Next, I will enter shipping labels and shipping costs to the cell range D40 through E42, and in cell B15 enter express. Now, in cell C17, I will use nested if functions to display the shipping costs for the option entered in the cell B15. By going on to my formula builder and clicking on if function and enter if B15 equals D40, then E40. Now I double click the if function again. This will nest an if function with my current formula and enter if B15 equals D41, then E41, else E42. In the cell B12, I will enter 4, and in cell C19, I will enter a formula to display the total cost of the product, which is equal sign C9 times B12 plus C17. Next, I will modify the formula so that the cell equals an error value, check product ID, quantity, or shipping option message will be displayed. In the product list worksheet, I will use conditional formatting to highlight all duplicate values in the ID column, temporarily change the product ID in cell A119 to 1121 to test that conditional formatting is working. I will also use conditional formatting to highlight all prices above $300. Lastly, I will go to the summary worksheet and then enter the average if function in cell B5 and the count if function in cell C5 and copy my formula to B6 through C7. This will determine the average modem price and count for each modem type. This concludes assignment 7B case project 1. Thank you for watching.